rats.
What if I told you the greatest adventure film of the 80s was built on real danger, royal horses, and thousands of rats that had to be specially bred just to be safe? Whips cracked, daring escapes unfolded, and legends were born. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade is not just an action movie, it's a masterpiece forged in chaos, sweat, and pure cinematic luck. Today we're diving deep into 10 weird, true, and unbelievable facts about the Last Crusade that will change the way you see this classic forever. And stick around till the end, bro. Because the bonus fact is so strange, even Spielberg thought it was insane. Number 1. The scar that Hollywood didn't make up. That famous scar on Indiana Jones's chin? It wasn't makeup, it was real blood. In the movie's opening scene, young Indy accidentally cuts his chin with his whip. A clever backstory for Ford's real-life scar. The truth? Harrison Ford got it in a brutal car crash years before his acting career took off. Spielberg loved it so much he turned Ford's real accident into film canon. Sometimes the line between actor and character is thinner than a whip crack.
Come on.
Number 2. 2,000 rats all born for one scene. You think the catacomb scene was gross? It gets worse. Those rats were real. Spielberg wanted the Venice sequence to feel authentic, so the crew bred 2,000 rats under sterile lab conditions. Why? Wild rats couldn't be used because of disease risk. These movie rats were specifically raised to be camera-friendly and disease-free. Each one had paperwork proving they were clean. So yes, the world's most expensive rodent daycare existed for Indiana Jones.
Tickets, please. Last.
Number 3. The Zeppelin scene. Without pants. 2 Hollywood legends, one emotional scene, and neither of them wearing pants. The Zeppelin set was so hot under the studio lights that Sean Connery ditched his trousers during filming. Harrison Ford joined in. The camera framed them waist up so no one ever knew. So that touching father-son talk about fear and faith, it was delivered pantsless. That's movie magic you'll never unsee.
We named the dog Indiana. The dog? You are named after the dog?
Number 4. Indiana Jones was named after a dog. We named the dog Indiana. It was a joke in the movie, but in real life it's true. George Lucas actually named the character after his own Alaskan Malamute named Indiana. That same dog also inspired Chewbacca from Star Wars. So technically 2 cinematic icons, Indy and Chewie, were both born from one legendary dog. That's right, without a dog named Indiana, there'd be no Indiana Jones.
Junior?
Number 5. Sean Connery was barely old enough to be his dad. The world saw a father and son, but in real life, they were practically brothers. When The Last Crusade was filmed, Sean Connery was only 12 years older than Harrison Ford. Yet, through performance, wit, and perfect chemistry, they created one of the most believable father-son duos in cinema history. It's a testament to acting so good, it rewrote biology. If you've made it this far, you've got the heart of an explorer. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's keep digging for the next hidden treasure behind the legend. Number 6. The birds that weren't birds. That epic umbrella scene where Connery scares off a Nazi plane. Those weren't seagulls. Seagulls can't be trained, so Spielberg swapped them for pigeons and fake prop birds. Careful editing made it look like hundreds of real gulls flying into the sky. The result? A perfect illusion. One that fooled audiences for decades. Number 7. Real Nazi uniforms on set. The scariest part of the Berlin book burning scene wasn't the fire, it was the wardrobe. Many of the Nazi uniforms seen in the film were authentic vintage pieces rented from archives in Germany and Austria. Crew members described the atmosphere as chilling. Extras said it felt too real. Even Spielberg admitted that directing a sea of swastikas was deeply unsettling. The authenticity gave the scenes a haunting realism, especially during the Berlin book-burning rally where hundreds of extras saluted in unison. Spielberg later said that it was one of the few moments on set where fiction and history felt frighteningly close, as if the past had come back to life for a day. Number 8. The King of Jordan, Lent his horses. Those majestic horses galloping into the sunset, they belonged to a real king. The final desert scenes were filmed in Jordan's breathtaking Wadi Rum, a location later used for films like Lawrence of Arabia and The Martian. King Hussein himself visited the set and personally loaned Spielberg 4 royal horses for the finale. His generosity didn't stop there. He even invited the cast and crew to stay at his palace during filming. The production team recalled the king as warm, curious, and genuinely fascinated by how Hollywood magic was bringing his desert to life.
It's yours! This is your last chance! Go the patrols! It's yours!
Number 9. The propeller scene was dangerously real. Harrison Ford was one wrong step away from disaster. The escape scene with the giant ship propeller was filmed using a full-scale spinning rig. Ford and Allison Doody were in real water tanks, surrounded by machinery. Spielberg relied on forced perspective to make it look deadly close. But even from meters away, the sound and power of that propeller terrified everyone. It was one of the most dangerous illusions of Ford's career, and crew members later said the vibrations from the rig made the entire set feel like it might tear apart at any second. Number 10. The Grail Knights set was built inside a real cave. That ancient temple at the end of the film wasn't just movie magic, it was carved straight into the earth. The climactic Grail chamber wasn't filmed on a soundstage. It was built inside a real cave system in Spain, combined with exterior shots from Petra, Jordan. The crew had to transport tons of lighting and equipment through narrow, uneven tunnels. Because of the moisture and heat, several camera lenses fogged up mid-take, forcing Spielberg to reshoot entire scenes. Ford later joked that the hardest part wasn't finding the Grail. It was not slipping on the damp stone floors while pretending to be heroic. Bonus fact: Nazi extras crossed their fingers. During the Berlin rally, hundreds of extras gave the Nazi salute, but secretly they were rebelling. Spielberg asked them to cross their fingers behind their backs during the salute, as a symbolic gesture of rejection. He said, "If you're going to play evil, never believe it." It's a tiny, hidden act of defiance that turned a dark scene into a moment of quiet protest. So there you have it. Rats with paperwork, royalty on horseback, and a father-son duo who forgot their pants. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade isn't just a movie. It's a miracle of madness, creativity, and cinematic legend. Which fact shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments, and if you love wild movie stories like this, hit that like button, subscribe, and get ready. Because the next adventure might be closer than you think.
Henry, follow me! I know the way! Ha!